Hello, guys. Welcome to United Pet Time Talks. I hope you all are very, very well. Uh, COVID is non existent now. People are moving out, having fun, getting new jobs. So it's a relatively better time for us. India is winning their T20 matches. Yes, good for them. Good for them. Good time for India as well. But for Manchester United, it's as usual. Shit. कोविड आ गया चला गया वॉर्स शुरू हो गई यूनाइटेड मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड स्टिल शिट
वॉर्स
सो
खत्म भी
टुडे
हो जाएगी फिर भी यूनाइटेड का वही रहेगा.
टुडे वी आर जॉइंड बाय प्रत्युष एंड आकाश आकाश इज हियर फॉर सेकंड टाइम आई फील second time or third time.
Yes. Second time.
Amazing to have you here and our usual
कभानी जैसा फ्रीक्वेंसी है मेरा ये चैनल पे.
Pratyush. So let's get into it. Today we're gonna talk about a whole host of things. Let's talk about the positives. Let's start with the players who are nominated for the Player of the Month. It's Varane, Elanga, and Sancho. I want you to get involved in the comments. What are your thoughts on all these players? Who deserves it? Uh, because I feel it's a strange player of the month combination. Elanga has had an impact mostly from the substitute, the bench. Sancho has been a bright light, contributed with involvements. Rafael Varane is a mixed bag. So I don't know who wins this. Probably Sancho. For me, Sancho was consistent out of the three. Elanga has given more output, scored twice. So probably and a very important Champions League goal. So I feel that should be the ideal scenario. Rafael Varane, shaky. So what are your thoughts? Somil, thank you for your comment that our revenue is up. We'll get into it after some time. It's another positive news. We want to start on a good note today. So revenue going up is a good note.
Revenue.
We'll get into it. So what are your thoughts on
revenue 9 million up, Somil bhai. So I think that will be enough for Sam Johnston. The recent news has come up. Just coming back to Meet's point. So I agree with you, Meet. It's a kind of strange selection. Sancho and Elanga, you summed up very well. It's a coin toss between them. But when it comes to Varane, I think this month Lindelof has more movements. I think if I remember about the last 4-5 matches, I think I remember Lindelof's contribution more compared to Varane. So I don't know. That just shows how mixed bag of results last month had for us.
Could it be the name factor?
It always is kind of with Manchester United. We saw Ronaldo win it for 2 or 3 months. De Gea win it for 2 months. So yeah, definitely that could be a factor.
I think another thing that adds up to it now is the fact that we don't have such a good February month कि कोई player ही नहीं है हमारे पास कि हम उसको इस conversation में ला सके. The only two players that stand out are Elanga and Sancho for some moments that they created. बाकी सबका on an average वैसा ही गया है पूरा month. तो आपको किसी ना किसी को तो वहाँ पे fill in करना है 3 players को to make it look like it's a competition out there. तो बस उसी के लिए उन्होंने वरान को डाल दिया because he's a big name. Champions League का एक मैच हो गया. So he's over there. Ronaldo के ऊपर already pressure पहुंच जाता है. He's not had any scoring chances. अगर उसने 2 गोल भी मार दिए होते हैं तो वो रहता वहाँ पे to be in that mix. So I think it's basically between Elanga and Sancho, and it doesn't really matter who gets it because.
Pratyush, I want to hold you for 1 second. We want to welcome Vignesh. He has been a regular here. He's a part of our team. He is not well today. बेचारा वॉमिट करके बुखार है फिर भी he wants to come here. He wants to be live. He wants to give his shit opinion on Pochettino. I respect him coming here, not his opinions about Pochettino. Welcome, Vignesh, and thank you so much for coming. So let's get into it. Somil says Elanga has had a bigger output in terms of goals, but if our forwards could finish Sancho could have had 6-7 assists this month. Fair, fair. For
सौमिल
me,
भाई,
Sancho
अगर
wins
अगर
it.
फिनिश if अगर फिनिशिंग सही रहती ना तो रोनाल्डो वुड हैव बीन देयर एंड वही जीत चुका होता अभी तक। 7 गोल्स अगर उसने इस मंथ में मार दिए होते ना, 5-6 जो उसने मिस किए हैं, उसके ही रहता
Even
ये
Bru-
प्लेयर ऑफ द।
even
Bruno.
even Bruno would have reached 30 goals and assist till now. 24 है अभी आराम से।
Vignesh, what are your thoughts on player of the month nominees? Elanga, Sancho, and Varane. You're
आवाज
not
नहीं आ
audible.
रहा।
Can you hear me?
या
Yeah.
Okay. थोड़ा टफ है between Sancho and Elanga, but purely because of Elanga के numbers की वजह से I think he should win it. बाकी yes, Sancho was definitely he's been the right player. कुछ ज़्यादा और assist हो सकते थे उसके, goals भी actually, but yeah, purely because of numbers I'm saying Elanga should win it.
But if you look at the numbers, Sancho has better numbers. Elanga has 7 appearances and 2 goals. Sancho has 7 appearances, 2 goals, and 2 assists.
Yeah.
So number तो
but
Sancho के better है.
But recently, the goals he scored has been huge, in terms of getting
Yeah,
results.
importance of the last
So-
goal especially.
Yeah, so
and also
And
that
purely
बहुत
based
ज्यादा
on that.
appearance उसके from the bench है, not from the starting, तो
Yeah,
वो भी एक फैक्टर है।
exactly.
And one of the factor is so Rafael Varane out of 6 matches he has played, 1 clean sheet. I don't know how he deserves to be in top 3.
आई थिंक बिकॉज और कोई है नहीं। कौन है आपके पास जिसको आप टॉप 3 में डाल दोगे?
I
मुश्किल से
mean,
Maybe
लिंडेलॉफ
Pogba.
has played 2 games. No,
Pogba, Fred.
Maybe
no, Pogba was very very bad in that Atletico match. बहुत
स्कॉट
खराब
को
खेला
भी
Towards-
थोड़ा
Atletico
सा
match
शाउट
वो।
स्कॉट को भी
इस-
शाउट मिल सकता था।
स्कॉट को मिल सकता था, बट स्कॉट इज नॉट अवेलेबल राइट नाउ, तो उसने लास्ट के कुछ मैचेस मिस किए, 2 मैच। आपको मंथ में 4-5 मैचेस मिलते हैं, अगर आप 2 मैच मिस करते तो बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है फिर वहां आना, until unless you have done something exceptionally good.
वो तो है।
I think it was a toss-up. Yeah. So let's move into the results today. So United has announced some results that their revenue is up, that their salary is up. Salary is up by 16 million. So it was a quarterly result. So let's get into it. So in that, one of the things that mentioned is that they are hunting for a new manager, and they want someone who can deliver European and domestic titles. This is one of the quotes. Okay, it's a usual conference quotes. But then, if you're looking for a winner who wins titles for you, I think the biggest shout here is probably Luis Enrique.
I'm coming home.
I think
I'm coming home. Tell the world I'm coming home. Let the rain wash away all the pain of yesterday. I know my kingdom awaits. And
ये
We
जिसने
need
भी
to
किया
fire our. We
very
need to
nice.
fire this guy. We need
जिसने
to
भी
fire
किया
this guy.
जिसने भी किया I love you man.
I need new people in the
मैं-
background, man.
but coming
मैं
back
वही
to
बोल रहा था।
coming back to Meet's point about Luis Enrique,
Yeah.
मतलब it is very very unfortunate कि there is World Cup, Winter World Cup, the timing and everything. Otherwise, I think he would have been, I think, ahead of even Ten Hag. Pochettino, I still think club wants the most because he has been linked with us from the past and he has experience in Premier League. But I think it is really unfortunate.
Yeah.
So there is always a very popular slogan, from UK side, England side specifically. It's coming home. Whenever they are into big trophies, it's coming home. It never comes
Yeah.
home. Same is gonna happen with our future. If Pochettino comes to be United manager, let's talk about it. Let's have a great debate about it. I'll give you some numbers. Okay, let's do it.
No,
So
wait. I have a different take on that.
Yeah.
जो जो कमेंट आया है Like we want to win European and domestic. Basically तो हम domestic ही dominate करते हैं. European is not our work. Means हम बहुत ज़्यादा dominate नहीं है European football में. Across the हमारा बीच बीच में आते रहता है. But I think that would, अगर आपका ये vision था तो सबसे best आपके पास content था available when you sacked Ole at that point of time. क्यों नहीं लिए आपने कॉन्टे को? He guarantees you trophy domestically. तो आप कॉन्टे ऐसे मैनेजर को नहीं लेकर आप फिर आई नो बहुत सारे इश्यूज है. डिफेंसिव मैनेजर है, क्रिएट्स फर्स्ट अराउंड द टीम व्हेन ही गोज एंड बहुत सारी चीजें हैं. बट आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड कि अगर आपने वो सोच के दे रहे हो कि मुझे ट्रॉफी जीतनी है. पॉच डजंट हैव दैट. एरिक टेन हाग का कोई एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है बहुत ज्यादा, अपार्ट फ्रॉम बीइंग एवडिसिव. वो उस लीग में उसने जीते हैं. He has done very very good in Champions League, all good. But फिर वही बात आती है. Yes, yeah, I know that those stats I have seen. बात वो नहीं है. बात ये आती है ना कि आप जब टॉप टीम में आते हो, बड़े टीम में आते हो, प्रेशर डिफरेंट होता है. And it is that for every team, every manager. Conte has done with Chelsea. He has done well with Inter. Those are two big clubs. So I think that would have suited if that is your vision to win trophies. ज़्यादा suit करता.
So for me, let's get into numbers. Vignesh, I'll come to you. Hello Abir, how are you? Hope you are good.
Abhi.
Hi Abir.
So Erik ten Hag has a win ratio of 64%, while Pochettino is 47%. We have seen that graphic.
Yeah.
ये direct fight between Meet and Vignesh.
It's not a fight. So Erik ten Hag has a 64% winning ratio, while Pochettino has 48%. When it comes to Europe, okay, so you will say that leagues are different, clubs are different. Okay, fine. Let's normalize it. Let's talk about Europe. In Europe, Erik ten Hag has 56%, while Pochettino has 48%. So if you talk about overall win percentages, it's Erik ten Hag clear. You know, Pochettino in top 5 leagues in his win percentage is ranked 41st. 41st manager in terms of win percentage in top 5 leagues. It's not even, I think so. Brendan Rodgers has a higher percentage of winning ratio.
I think
so is that a stat? Is that a stat based on purely this year or last 2, 3, 4, 5 years? How's that?
It is based on their whole career.
Yeah.
Whole career, right? So Pochettino ka career so far has been bigger than ten Hag's, right?
And one more thing to consider, mate. One more thing, if you look at Thomas Tuchel, so he is also around 35 or 36 if I remember correctly.
It was 53%.
Yeah, in the rank of win rate, where Pochettino is 41st, I think Tuchel is around 32 or 33.
I think the main thing that we have to consider is that Pochettino has managed Spaniel and Southampton kind of clubs also, तो उसका थोड़ा सा impact उसके stats पे आता है in long term, क्योंकि वो clubs are not known for winning continuous matches. तो मैं इसीलिए मैं कभी stats के ऊपर भरोसा नहीं रखता, because it never gives you clear picture. उसमें कोई ना कोई आपको variable रहेगा ही रहेगा.
Definitely.
Please show that comment.
There's a comment here. I think it's
he's
the guy that works in the background. If he does some shit online, this is the guy doing this shit. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. No. So, he's got a point. He's got a point.
He hasn't got a point. He hasn't got a point. Well, I'll tell you. We are talking about numbers, which is an indicator.
Okay.
It shows some indication that how the guy is performing. Erik ten Hag has played more than 400 games, 421 games. It's not a small sample size. So outright rejection of him, I find it abysmal, you know.
No.
I get that Pochettino is liked by people, but the outright disrespect for the numbers that guy has created, it's ridiculous.
No, I personally, as I've said it multiple times, I don't have any problem with him. I wouldn't mind him coming in. मेरे को कुछ problem नहीं उससे. द प्रॉब्लम ये है कि जो भी आएगा उसको हमें सपोर्ट करना है, प्लस द मैनेजर विल बी नीड अ बैकिंग। यहाँ पे 8-9 प्लेयर जा सकते हैं वापस से, एक काइंड ऑफ छोटा कहो बड़ा बोलो रीहॉल आने वाला है। तो
You won Sheffield United through a Dean Henderson howler. Remember that? 90th minute, you beat Leicester through a hugely debatable penalty. You conceded 2 goals in the last 3 minutes at Villa Park. You Man City had a penalty. Man City had a penalty for handball turned down against you, and you went to the other end and scored. Are you lucky, Liverpool?
Oh yeah.
So that was for Liverpool fans. I mean, कितना भाई, मतलब वार से तुम्हारी जिंदगी चलती है, तुम्हारे पास ट्रॉफीज के नाम पे मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड से उसके वर्स्ट एरा में आफ्टर 2013 आफ्टर एसएफ रिटायर्ड, स्टिल यू हैव लोअर ट्रॉफीज देन मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड. I get it. It's a Klopp is a very good manager, very good manager, wonderful manager, but he's a good manager in the Liverpool team, man. You have had better managers. Even you have had better managers.
मीत जो स्टैट्स हम लोग शेयर कर रहे थे ना, he is 20th in that stat. Jurgen Klopp.
Yeah, he is 20th. But no disrespect, he is a good manager.
He's a good manager.
He could do better in life.
So let's get back to where we were. Pochettino and Eric. Vignesh, you were saying something.
No, I was saying that regardless of whoever comes in, we'll be needing a time, a specific time frame. Because let's say Ten Hag आ जाएगा, तो क्या हम straight away will be expecting a title chase next season? Of course no, because उसको उसका style of play, उसके players लाने में time लगेगा. So regardless of whoever comes in, we need to give him time and be patient. क्योंकि देखो कोई भी मैनेजर आ जाए, एक छोटा सा फेज होगा जहाँ पे विल लूज गेम्स, विल ड्रॉ गेम्स, जहाँ पे एक रन होगा जहाँ पे वी विल बी पुअर, तो वहाँ पे वापस यही आ जाएगा कि नहीं यार टेन हाग को लाके गलती कर दी, ये तो बदतर है, इससे अच्छा ओले था, ओले से अच्छा राल्फ था, इससे अच्छा हम राल्फ को एक्स्ट्रा ईयर रख लेते. तो ये सारे डिबेट्स आने वाले हैं. कैरेक, एग्जैक्टली. So we just need to be patient. That's it. I don't have any problem with him. Eric Ten Hag is a super manager. Problem ये है कि जो टेन हाग का सेक्शन है, जो सपोर्ट करता है टेन हाग को, वो पोचेटिनो को रिस्पेक्ट नहीं करता. Just because they want Ten Hag in. That's it.
I think there is. Yes, Akash.
Completely agree with Vignesh. It is like 60-40 for me, 60 for Poch. Because I know both managers are tactically good. Trophy-wise, there is not much to look at because one manager in the Eredivisie and one was managing Tottenham. So it is not much to look at. I just think कि the United में वो tactics के अलावा भी मतलब you need some personality, you need some मतलब experience of managing in Premier League, how to deal with media. You know our media. Even Rangnick has had Raphael Honigstein from Athletic to deal with his media duties as an interim manager. Just think, matlab, what has gone in the last 2-3 months. And Ten Hag, I feel, just gut feeling, I feel that he may find that difficult initially. That may take his focus from the team. So I think Poch is just slightly better. But whoever comes in, I'm just glad that these are the two options, not like some Brendan Rodgers or that Lopetegui guy.
Don't be surprised if in last months, if we see, there are 2 candidates left and one of them is Brendan Rodgers. Don't be surprised.
No chance, bro.
He's already in the list.
Yeah, there have been multiple reports of him being in the shortlist.
Yeah, but that would be disaster. Rodgers would be disaster.
Luis Enrique, अगर मान लो कि हमने 3 months like till December हमने extend कर दिया for Ralf to continue till December. Once the World Cup is over, then Luis Enrique takes over.
It will be like chucking another season off, basically, because when he comes, Luis Enrique and Ralf Rangnick, they are completely different football philosophies.
See, if you are doing that, very difficult. See, if you are doing that ना, तो इसका मतलब ये होगा कि लुई एनरिके के साथ आपने समर में ही बातचीत कर लिया है. प्लेयर्स आप लुई एनरिके के हिसाब से लेकर आ रहे हो. आप 3 महीने के लिए खाली राल्फ को रखे हुए तो सीट आउट. प्लेयर्स आप जो समर में ट्रांसफर करोगे वो लुई एनरिके के हिसाब से करोगे.
That's all good, but you cannot implement Luis Enrique's playing style mid-season. मतलब you will need at least a good pre-season. It will essentially mean कि और एक season गया.
हाँ हाँ हाँ
प्लस प्रत्युष भाई आई फील कि वैसा नहीं होगा बिकॉज आज के जॉन मोटो के कमेंट्स आप देखोगे ना तो ही हैज क्लियरली सेड कि वी आर वर्किंग ऑन अपॉइंटिंग द न्यू मैनेजर बिफोर द समर एंड दे वांट टू गेट हिम इन एज सून एज पॉसिबल सो जहाँ पे ट्रांसफर्स भी डिटेलली डिस्कस वगैरह हो जाए और प्री सीजन भी पूरा मिल जाए सो आई डोंट थिंक लुइस एनरिके स्टैंड्स अ चांस इन दैट आई थिंक 2-3 ही नाम होंगे
Vignesh,
as much as we don't like.
how about this? I'll read this comment in a while. How
Yeah.
about, you want someone for long term, right?
Yeah.
In football
Yeah.
world, long term nowadays means more than 3 years,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
if they want to look at a long term perspective,
Yeah.
who who has done fantastically well, trophies. You talk about any numbers. Luis Enrique has done very good. You
Sure.
cannot doubt his record. It's way
No.
better than both Pochettino and Eric Ten Hag. So if they're
Yeah.
looking for a long-term solution, could this be
Yeah.
the thinking that if we want to go for someone long-term, we
Hmm.
shouldn't think about those 3, 4, 5 months.
No, but that means you're going to miss out big names. फिर वापस से हम चैंपियंस लीग का गिव अप कर रहे हैं. लाइक रोनाल्डो जा सकता है फिर अगर ये सीजन चैंपियंस नहीं रहा तो फिर वापस से वही अनसर्टेनिटी रहती है ना. अभी देखो ब्रूनो ने नया कॉन्ट्रैक्ट साइन नहीं किया है. बहुत सारे प्लेयर्स का फ्यूचर अनसर्टन है. तो वी कांट गैम्बल ऑन दोस थिंग्स स्पेशली ब्रूनो इन माय ओपिनियन. अगर उसने नया कॉन्ट्रैक्ट साइन नहीं किया तो वी आर गोइंग टू इवेंचुअली लूज हिम. सी
So
उसको भी
Abir
हंगर है. ही
says,
आल्सो वांट्स टू विन ट्रॉफीज.
just a second.
You
Akash.
can, yeah.
Abir says Man United bought Van Gaal, Mourinho after they were past the prime. Ole got the job early in his career. Now Pochettino has won nothing with Tottenham in 5 years. We should give a chance to Eric Ten Hag. Okay, that's a personal opinion. Thank you, Abir, for commenting. So yes,
I will
Akash.
say something about that. Man United brought Van Gaal and Mourinho. Mourinho just won Premier League with Chelsea a season back.
And he was sacked.
He was sacked. He always gets sacked. That's not a big deal. But he won the league a season before with Chelsea. It's not that they were not in their prime or they were not able to do the job. It was the board that didn't give them the tools to get that job done. Problem वहाँ पे
Even
सिर्फ
Van Gaal
coaching
was
का
bought
नहीं
after
होता
a
है.
wonderful World Cup.
Yeah, Van Gaal had a great World Cup when he came into Manchester United. But आप अगर किसी मैनेजर को टूल्स नहीं दोगे ना, ओले के बारे में हम बात करते हैं. I am a big critic of Ole, but Ole was not given defensive midfield in the summer. We needed defensive midfield badly at that point of time. अब ये पूरा सीजन ही चेंज रहा था अगर वो एक प्लेयर आ जाता. That defensive midfield बहुत डिफरेंट सीजन जाता. So it's not that just about the bringing in X, Y, and Z over there. It's about giving him the tools to get the job done.
Plus Abir bhai, I feel ki the board has never been never worked with a plan before with any manager post Sir Alex Ferguson. Because उसके बाद से जब भी हमें let's say एक certain position के लिए प्लेयर चाहिए वो हम 1-2 सीजन के बाद ला रहे हैं. वो हर एक मैनेजर के साथ हुआ है. For the first time in a long term, I feel कि the board is working with a plan. क्योंकि अगर हमें मैनेजर और चाहिए था और हम डेस्परेट थे तो कॉन्टे अभी हमारा मैनेजर रहता.
I'll correct you over there, Vignesh.
Yeah.
Board finally wants to work with a plan.
No,
They're not working with a
actually,
plan. They're trying to form a plan.
No, I won't say that. They stumbled upon a plan of getting Ralf Rangnick, who is playing, who is making the plan for the board. Ralf Rangnick is making the plan, and they just stumbled upon Ralf Rangnick somehow.
Sure, but either ways we have a plan. That's the most important thing.
Hope so.
Yeah.
Hope so. क्योंकि बोर्ड ऐसे चलता था हमारा बोर्ड कि कल को उसको दिख जाए कि मेरे पास 50 मिलियन से यहाँ पे फायदा हो रहा है. He will just push it into dustbin and they will go through that plan. New
transfers का नहीं पता, but in terms of manager I feel कि there is a plan. So hopefully we'll go with a good.
वही तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ. मैनेजर आप कोई भी ले आओ, अगर आप ट्रांसफर्स और उसको टूल्स नहीं दोगे आप क्या कर लोगे उस मैनेजर.
हाँ तो मिलेगा ना. अभी राल्फ के साथ तो अभी राल्फ के साथ हमारे वही होप्स है ना कि the recruitment will be good. Let's see.
वही तो देखना है भाई कि हमारा बोर्ड राल्फ को कब तक बैक कर आता है to make his plan work.
तो ये समर इज क्रूशियल ना, यहाँ समझ ही जाएगा
Yeah.
कितना पावर किसके पास है.
Every fucking summer we feel that it's fucking crucial. ठीक है, every summer
वैसे
I expect
एनरिके
a
पे
clear
क्या
out.
थॉट्स है?
नो, एनरिके,
Enrique is good.
आकाश भाई, एनरिके इज अ सुपर मैनेजर. अगर वो कंटेंशन में होता ना, अगर वर्ल्ड कप नहीं होता, तो ही विल बी माय नंबर 1 ओवर टेन हाग.
मतलब how he fits with how United play, like मतलब he plays the extreme level of possession football. मतलब United के साथ फिट होता या
आकाश भाई,
Yeah.
एक एक एक
No, so
एक चीज मैं यहाँ पे चेंज करना चाहता हूँ. ये हम लोग हर बार बोलते हैं ना कि यूनाइटेड स्टाइल, यूनाइटेड स्टाइल हम लोग इसलिए बोलते हैं बिकॉज सर एलेक्स फर्ग्यूसन वाज देयर फॉर 26 इयर्स और वो उनका स्टाइल था जो आज यूनाइटेड स्टाइल बन गया है. सब अदर मैनेजर विल कम जो कि अगला 10 साल 12 साल 15 साल अगर हमको टाइटल जिताता है ना, तो उसका जो स्टाइल रहेगा वो यूनाइटेड स्टाइल बन जाएगा. सो इट्स नॉट अबाउट स्टाइल, इट्स अबाउट द प्रोग्रेशन ऑफ
Getting
द
results.
by style I mean कि अपने पास जो प्रोफाइल ऑफ प्लेयर्स हैं उसके साथ फिट बैठे हैं कि नहीं.
तो
So
अपने पास
like
कोई भी
Fred
प्लेयर ऐसा नहीं है,
McTominay.
कोई भी मैनेजर ले आओ यार, सबको निकालना पड़ेगा. कोई मैनेजर के साथ
नहीं,
कोई ज्यादा
बैठेगा.
फिट नहीं बैठ रहा है.
I feel he थोड़ा तकलीफ होगा, but he will suit us. I feel, I don't
लुई
know,
एनरिके ना,
पर मेरे को लगता
बट
है
आई
कि
थिंक
he suit us.
with Louis
Plus
we
वो
will have
यंगर
to
प्लेयर्स को भी चांसेस दे देता है.
but with Louis we will have to completely change our fullbacks. पोजीशन बेस्ड उसका फुटबॉल रहता है, वो दोनों फुल बैक्स उसको चाहिए ढंग के. हमारा पूरा का पूरा मिड चेंज होना चाहिए एंड वी विल गेट अ सेंटर बैक, तब जाके उसका स्टाइल इंप्लीमेंट कर पाएंगे. पोजीशन बेस्ड स्टाइल अगर
Exactly.
हमको चाहिए. सेम चीज
Yeah.
गोज विद एरिक टेन हाग. एरिक टेन हाग भी अगर आता है ना, तो वी विल नीड ऑल दीस प्लेयर्स.
Same
इवन
thing
विद
with
But
Conte
this is the
also.
season.
सेम थिंग विद
This next
कॉन्टे के साथ
season.
हमको डिफेंस भी चेंज करना पड़ेगा.
This next season, we all are expecting a clear out, a proper
Yeah.
clear out where you will see uh, at least 5 players leave who are in the squad. At least 5
Yeah,
players.
yeah.
So if there was a time to build something, this is that time where you have Ralf Rangnick working for you. You have Darren Fletcher from the club. You have good, consistent performers, winners in Cristiano Ronaldo and Bruno. Okay, criticism aside, he is one of the legends of football. So, if you want to build something from here, this is your window, this is your chance where you can implement, new directions. Whoever is the manager, if you want to do it, this is the time.
Yeah.
बट
Of course.
उसके लिए मैनेजर हमको जल्दी करना पड़ेगा ना.
So let's get into some quotes. So in today's results, everyone associated with Manchester United should believe in the opportunities that lie ahead of us, both on the pitch and in the way we engage, plus our fans. We will foster a culture of excellence through world-class football environment. It's really good in business terms, but it doesn't give me confidence, this statement.
बहुत स्टेटमेंट्स आए हैं ऐसे, बहुत आए हैं, बहुत गए हैं, कभी कुछ
There
नहीं.
was also one statement कि United ने across social media 1 billion interaction किया है, which is the by far the biggest any club generates.
I expected that was, especially after Ronaldo. But meanwhile, I would say कि from here on, actions should speak louder than words.
Yeah.
Because enough of these statements, अभी action चाहिए.
अगले महीने तक पहुंच जाएगा यार. इफ यू आर सीरियस अबाउट नेक्स्ट सीजन, अबाउट बिल्डिंग अ एक्सीलेंट फुटबॉलिंग एनवायरनमेंट, अप्रैल शुड बी द टाइमलाइन जिसके अंदर आप अपना मैनेजर फाइनल कर लोगे. मई जून जुलाई शुड बी योर ट्रांसफर विंडो, जहां पे आप अपना ट्रांसफर्स फाइनल करोगे.
और थोड़ा अर्ली भी लेना है, जैसे कि प्री सीजन अच्छा मिल जाए.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, Roy Keane भी इस पे एक बोला था recently on Sky Sports कि अगर हमें बहुत क्या बोलते हैं, if you really want a manager, really want a manager, जैसे हम प्लेयर के लिए काफी हद तक चले जाते हैं कि भाई ठीक है, ले लो इतने पैसे, give me that player. वैसे हम मैनेजर के लिए क्यों नहीं करते? So let's say whoever the target is, for the managerial term, why don't we do that with the manager?
The reason
And
is
I
ना
think
विघ्नेश,
we should do that.
I think the reason is ना कि वो टॉप लेवल के मैनेजर अवेलेबल नहीं है अभी वर्ल्ड फुटबॉल में. अपार्ट फ्रॉम
नहीं, पर आपने शॉर्टलिस्ट तो किया है ना, आपका टारगेट तो सेट है.
Yeah, your target is set, but फिर भी वहीं पे वो आ जाता है ना कि जैसे say the targets that you have and then you have got a और a Klopp available.
Yeah.
बहुत
So
level का
let's get
difference है.
into some
He
more
will go
quotes
for
from
them.
the conference today.
Yeah.
So another thing that was said was top four is not the ultimate objective of Manchester United. They want to win trophies. It's one of the
Investment
other
wise तो नहीं
statements.
लगता. The way that board has been investing in the team, आपको अगर ट्रॉफी चाहिए था, वो जम चाहिए था, इस वक्त डीएम कहाँ था आपका in the summer? जब Mourinho finished second and he cried out for center back, where was the center back? तो
वही तो
आप बोल तो कुछ भी रहे हो, लेकिन आप कर कुछ और ही रहे हो.
प्रत्युष भाई इसलिए बोला कि from here on actions should speak louder than words.
So there was a very important quote I wanted to talk about. It's from Darren Fletcher that Manchester United have 13 players prospects in the pipeline in terms of loan and academy, where they want to inculcate them. They want to inculcate 13 players into the first squad. Some of them going into the main squad plus fostering them. So, is it a early warning or early signal of a major clear out that we all are expecting?
I think so. Because especially with the statement where he says कि I think Laurie Whitwell said कि James Garner would have a massive role next season, especially agar the same situation
He also
remains
said that
without
he
the
might
team.
be given, he might be going to,
That depends.
to a Premier League club to loan.
How, but that entirely depends on अपना transfer and the midfield situation next season. अगर similar situation रहा तो Garner won't be loaned out. He will stay. He
If
also said that
Garner
कि
is loaned out, it means for me that Matic is gonna stay.
yeah.
Quite possible.
Maybe.
I don't see any other point. If you're bringing in a new midfielder, you're Paul Pogba, Juan Mata, Jesse Lingard, and even this Nemanja Matic is leaving. There is a possibility, even with Donny van de Beek in the squad, there is a possibility for Jimmy Garner.
Yeah, there
If
is.
he's loaned out again, Van de Beek, McFred are the three midfielders plus Matic and a new midfielder. That's five. Then you don't have a possibility of a Jimmy Garner.
Yeah.
पर फिर वही बात है ना कि अगर आप जेमी गार्नर को डेवलप करना चाहते हैं तो प्रीमियर लीग क्लब में आप लोन पे तो भेज रहे हो, बट आपका जो स्क्वाड है, मैकटोमिने एंड फ्रेड हैव, मैकटोमिने कैन प्ले डीएम, फ्रेड हैज प्रूवन दैट ही इज नॉट गोइंग टू बी एबल टू डू दैट एट एनी लेवल. वो डीएम सोल डीएम नहीं खेल सकता है. आप एक डीएम से ज्यादा लाओगे नहीं. इफ यू हैव इंजरी, फिर आपको वो पोजीशन ब्लैक हो जाता है.
एक चीज है कि ये डिपेंड करता है वेयर वी फिनिश दिस सीजन. मेरा प्रेडिक्शन है कि मैटिस जाएगा, पॉग्बा जाएगा, हम लोग एक मिडफील्ड साइनिंग करेंगे, डॉनी वैन डे बीक विल स्टे, सो विल हैव बेसिकली ब्रूनो, डॉनी वैन डे बीक न्यू साइनिंग एंड मैकफ्रेड प्लस गार्नर. सो दैट इज द मोस्ट लाइकली सिनेरियो मेरे ओपिनियन से. और सेकंड थिंग इज इफ वी Hannibal is also there. I think if we qualify for Champions League, there could be two midfielders. मतलब there is a slight chance. Otherwise, अगर यूरोपा है तो it makes sense कि Hannibal और Garner को चांस तो रख के उनको भेजने की जरूरत नहीं, because injury
Akash,
crisis
in any world, I don't see a possibility of us signing two midfielders.
Two midfielders, right?
Yeah. I think it's next to impossible.
Because we need an upgrade. We just don't need a player. We need an upgrade on Fred and McTominay. Matlab, as much as I like them in the team, I think they are the only functional duo in the team. But ideally, we should get an upgrade. Because both coaches, be it Poch, be it Ten Hag, be it Luis Enrique, all want a ball player. And these players are not.
Yeah.
True. So I think Fletcher's comment, mean that there are gonna be chances. Elanga is the prime candidate for it. It includes Ahmad. It includes Mangi, Hannibal.
Laird.
Laird, I'm not so sure. I don't
think
see
we will
a
also
change
get
in the
rid
right
of some
backs.
of the center backs as well. Center backs भी कुछ जाएंगे.
The quote is here on the screen. The that pipeline of academy talent is huge part of who we are as a club. Fair enough. We have to manage the balance between allowing them to develop and creating the right steps for them. As much as I hate to discuss it, the way Greenwood was integrated was probably very good. I really liked it.
Yeah.
Sad how it ended. But then I think Elanga is a very high caliber player. If he can constantly improve, he has the pace, he has the physicality, he has the finishing. Could be, a very good talent, uh, a very good squad player for us at the very least. Where do you see us going? Because we need a striker, we need a midfielder, and
बस
those
एक
those
बात
are gonna be.
या या मैं बोल
Yes, Akash, continue.
नहीं मेरे को बस एलांगा का एक बात आया, तू ग्रीनवुड बोला तो मेरे को एलांगा का एक बात याद आया, मतलब एट दिस स्टेज ऑफ कैरियर आई थिंक एलांगा हैज बेटर मूवमेंट इन द फाइनल थर्ड देन ग्रीनवुड. मतलब लास्ट 2-3 मैचेस स्पेशली देखा हुआ कैसे पास दे के रन ले रहा है अक्रॉस द बोर्ड. फिनिशिंग इज नॉट देयर, बाकी इन एवरी सिंगल एस्पेक्ट ही इज बेटर. Every
Akash,
single
I
aspect.
think there's a difference between what Greenwood does and what Elanga does. क्योंकि difference ये है ना कि Greenwood बहुत fit था, तो he didn't needed that much of a movement. उसको थोड़ा सा space मिल जाता है and he used to shoot. वो right से भी मार सकता है, left से भी मार सकता है. So उसका talent pool अलग था, जिसके कारण उसका movement उसके talent के हिसाब से था. Elanga is a different kind of player. वो runner है. He is mostly a winger. तो wingers के
Definitely,
पास तो
but
अगर
अपने
movement
टीम
नहीं
में
होगा
balance,
behind.
अपना टीम is
हाँ.
more balanced with Elanga, I feel, on that
Yeah,
right
yeah,
wing.
right now it is. Right now it is. Right now it is. But वही बात है ना कि अगर इस समय just say कि Ronaldo is out of form and we had a striker जिसका movement अच्छा रहता है and who is young, who can move, तो हमारा जो front three रहता बहुत lethal हो सकता था. With
Elanga
Sancho
has
and Elanga
one
and
very good talent. He has a very good heading ability. His 2 goals
haven't
have
seen that
come through
much.
headers. He can surely finish with his.
एकेडमी में मैंने उनका गोल्स देखा है, मतलब एलांगा गोल्स देखे हैं, मतलब ही हैड ए फेयर अमाउंट, मतलब ओपन प्ले गोल्स है उसके हेडर से, मतलब सेट प्ले आई डोंट थिंक ही हैज दैट मतलब आउटस्टैंडिंग एबिलिटी, बट ठीक है, मतलब है, एटलीस्ट है. रैशफोर्ड से तो ज्यादा है, रैशफोर्ड सैंचो से तो बहुत अच्छा है उसका.
True. All in all, I see a very good player, a potential player in him. I don't think we need wingers. Unfortunately, we're not gonna get wingers. We need to hope that Ahmad inculcates very well and he starts playing day in
And
day out.
Rashford comes back into
Rashford needs
form.
to
बहुत
come
जरूरी
back
है.
into the form. So we have a comment here. If his first goal against Wolves 2 was a header. Yes, it was a Daniel James cross, which he brilliantly headed. Loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it. Last season.
अमाद का भी हेडर था ना, आई थिंक चैंपियंस लीग में. That was also
हाँ,
very good.
Donnarumma के against.
Europa League.
Yeah, chipped header.
Yeah,
Just
shift header था against Inter, I think that was.
But
it was
Ahmad
against Milan.
doesn't seem
Yes,
potent in
yes.
heading.
No, I think भाई ऐसा है ना कि हमारे पास काफी लंबे लंबे प्लेयर्स हैं who should be doing better.
लंबे से क्या होता है, हमारे पास 2 सर वाला हैरी मैग्वायर भी है. See, Patrice Evra was not the tallest player, but his heading
Griezmann is not
ability
a tallest
was
player.
amazing.
Griezmann is not a tallest player. His ability is very, very, very good. वो बात नहीं है, but ठीक है, Elanga is still developing. Let's hope he develops into something better and he improves more than that. क्योंकि रैशफोर्ड के साथ एक इशू कंटिन्यूसली रहा है ना कि that he will always in every season have a lean patch. हर सीजन उसका आता है. इस बार थोड़ा सा एक्सटेंड हो गया ज्यादा, सो ज्यादा हाईलाइट हो रहा है, बट हर सीजन हम इस बारे में बात करते हैं that now रैशफोर्ड should be dropped for a few days. हर सीजन ये होता है. तो उसका हर सीजन, चाहे वो 20 गोल का सीजन भी रहे, फिर भी उसका बीच में लीन पैच आता ही आता है. दैट इज समथिंग लाइक ग्रेट प्लेयर्स डोंट हैव. अगर जैसे रोनाल्डो और व्हेन दे वर इन द प्राइम, दे डिडंट हैव दैट लीन पैच. वो सीजन में आते थे तो मारते चल जाते थे गोल. दैट्स व्हाई दे हैड 60 प्लस गोल्स इन वन सीजन, 56-60 गोल्स इन वन सीजन. तो वो लेवल तो खैर मैं एक्सपेक्ट नहीं करूंगा, बट स्टिल वो लीन पैच शुड बी मिनिमाइज्ड. रूनी डिडंट हैव लीन पैच.
I think that will come with. Yeah, please, Smith.
Yes, Akash. that will come with?
जस्ट एक छोटा कमेंट था बस कि जो प्रत्युष भाई ने बोला, आई थिंक रैशफोर्ड विल बेनिफिट फ्रॉम अ स्टेबिलिटी ऑफ मैनेजर. मतलब अभी तक जो भी मैनेजर्स रहे हैं, मतलब सबके अंदर डिफरेंट, मतलब काइंड ऑफ, मतलब जो फ्लक्स रहा है अपने टीम में, मतलब ही हैज बीन, मतलब उसका डेवलपमेंट इतना नहीं हुआ है जो हम एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे थे. जो पेस है, गोल असिस्ट है, बट ओवरऑल गेम में वो डिफरेंस नहीं आया है अभी तक. आई थिंक विद
आई
टेन
थिंक
हैग और पॉच रियली इट कैन
हाँ,
इम्प्रूव.
आई थिंक एक और रीजन ये है कि हमारा टीम का नहीं परफॉर्म करने का भी एक रीजन ये है, और प्लेयर्स के डेवलपमेंट नहीं होने का भी एक रीजन ये है कि वी हैव गॉट प्लेयर्स फ्रॉम 3 डिफरेंट मैनेजर्स in this
हाँ.
squad. 4 different manager actually. It goes back to Sir Alex Ferguson, Phil Jones, and these they are all Sir Alex Ferguson, David De Gea. फिर आपके पास ल्यूक शॉ हो गया, रैशफोर्ड हो गया, they are from Louis van Gaal era. Then we have got midfielders that are from Mourinho era, and then we have got Ole players coming in, Harry Maguire and Sancho and all these players. So we have got a cluster of players from different managers जिनका अपना cohesion अभी है नहीं. वो पर्टिकुलर काम करने के लिए आए थे उस मैनेजर का एक पर्टिकुलर स्टाइल ऑफ प्ले के लिए. तो दैट आल्सो
स्पॉट ऑन.
अफेक्ट्स डेवलपमेंट ऑफ यूथ, क्योंकि अगर आपको यूथ को एक क्लियर कट पाथ नहीं मिले ना कि कैसे आपको ग्रो करना है, किस चैनल में आपको खेलना है, कहाँ आपको डेवलप करना है. स्टार्टिंग आया था तो रैशफोर्ड वाज प्लेइंग स्ट्राइकर, देन ही प्लेड ऑन द लेफ्ट विंग, नाउ ही इज प्लेइंग ऑन द राइट विंग. तो वो बहुत मूव कर रहा है.
Right.
So your comments are backed by Somil. Somil says Rashford has been playing across many positions and tactics under 3 different managers. A stable system and role will help Rashi. Hopefully, because
Agreed.
that guy just needs some decision making ability and some confidence. I feel he has that amazing shot in him. Uh, some goals he has scored are magnificent. The best one I feel was that free kick against Chelsea. Absolutely loved it.
कब से क्वार्टर फाइनल कप मैच.
Yeah. Amazing free kick. So, guys, I want to get into a few things here. First of all, if you are new here or if you are watching it regularly and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Press that bell icon or something. It helps us. It motivates us. Please give your likes, give your love to us, get into comments. When we reach 200 subscribers, we are giving away free David Beckham 2002 jersey with the number 7 printed on it. It's very close to people's hearts, this jersey. So please subscribe, and you could be the lucky winner. Apart from that, if you want to join in and come here and talk with us, if you're a Manchester United fan or even you're from other club and you want to talk about your club when we have a match or something, let us know through our socials, and we'll take into consideration and make sure that you are here. We have given debuts to many people here, and you could be the next. Apart from that, let's talk about a very important, which is not really a news. I expected it to happen sooner. Dean Henderson wants to go, at least on loan, to get some game time. What are your thoughts on it? And there is links with ex-United John Stone, the likeliest player to come in. What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, it's usual, like एक 30 साल का एक एजिंग गोलकीपर लेना है, एक 35 साल का स्ट्राइकर लेना है, एक मिडफील्ड लेना है, आपका हो गया समर ट्रांसफर विंडो. तो फिर से वही चीज चालू है. आई थिंक डीन हेंडरसन के ऊपर अगर हम आते हैं तो डीन हेंडरसन हैज नॉट बीन एबल टू गेट मेनी चांसेस. उसका एक रीजन था कि ही गॉट कोविड एट द रॉन्ग टाइम. वहाँ उस समय उसके पास चांस था, क्योंकि उस समय स्टार्ट ऑफ द सीजन था. he could have gotten in a few games और वो अपना परफॉर्म कर देता. he could have cemented his place. बट अभी at this point of time डेविड डिगिया को हटाना बहुत मुश्किल है. With the current form that he is in, with the saves that he's been making, crucial saves है, फिर points बचा रहे हैं हमारे लिए वो, like he used to do. बहुत सारे points हम drop कर चुके होते if David was not there. तो इस पोजीशन से हेंडरसन को थोड़ा इशू होगा to replace डेविड डिगिया actually, like instantly. अभी तुरंत वो नहीं रिप्लेस कर पाएगा. in the future he might. तो we also need to make sure कि गोलकीपर को सही टाइम पे इंकलकेट करना भी एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है, कि गोलकीपर का लंबा रहता है बट वो रिफ्लेक्सेस बहुत कम टाइम के रहते हैं. तो आप अगर बहुत ज्यादा टाइम तक अगर वेट करेंगे ना, तो फिर आपका फिर वही हो जाएगा कि ये prospect था जो चला गया because David De Gea was an exceptional player, वो रह गया और होता है ये, ऐसा नहीं है कि पहला बार होगा. If
Do
he
you
wants
think
to
change
go
of
and he
manager
can.
a change of manager would just nail this thing? Either side
I don't think so.
could be
I
David
don't think
or
so.
nope.
So Amit,
No, I also don't.
मैनेजर चेंज का दिक्कत नहीं है. दिक्कत इज द स्टैचर ऑफ De Gea at Man United. एक तो मतलब ही इज आवर लेजेंड, बोनाफाइड लेजेंड. सेकंड थिंग इज हिज वेजेस 350K per week. सो उसको तो दे ही रहे हैं ना हम कॉन्ट्रैक्ट रिन्यूअल. मतलब टुडे फ्रॉम क्रेडिबल जर्नलिस्ट लाइक आई थिंक रोमानो हैज आल्सो ट्वीटेड he will get a new contract regardless of manager. So when new manager comes, there is no scope of he will look at Dean Henderson or De Gea. He will choose his number one. De Gea will be number one. It's good that Dean is here still 2024. He has got a long-term contract. So send him on loan. See if De Gea continues to matlab, have his issues with playing in a high line or that mistakes creep in. We can at least bring back Dean, or at least we can sell him and invest that amount. Matlab, it's a messy situation. It needs to be sorted out. But this is the best way. I think
What about a sale with buyback clause?
a sell with buyback clause.
We don't do that usually.
Yeah, matlab, I don't remember any player we have bought back.
Yeah,
मतलब
and we do that with players जहाँ पे chances बहुत कम रहते हैं. Like we did it with Memphis Depay. वो नहीं आने वाला था, वो पहले से पता था. So
But then
I
if you
think
look at
first
Dean,
refusal is something we can do. First refusal, we can match that offer. Buyback clause, I don't think we ever do that.
could be a good strategy in my opinion, because if you look at David De Gea, he's into his early 30s, just been 30. So for a goalkeeper, that's like prime age.
yeah,
De Gea could play for next 5, 7, 8 years, and Dean, he's 24. So if you want a replacement, when do you want a replacement? In a few years, and there is no point of keeping Dean Henderson. Rather cash in, get some money, invest it. But then he's not gonna stay as number 2 anymore. I think it's dusted now. At least in the next window, he's no way gonna stay as deputy to David De Gea. He wants to play.
I
He should play.
I will say कि he should be given on a loan. Like उसको लोन पे एक सीजन की और भेजो. Let's see how things go, क्योंकि next नया मैनेजर आएगा, नया टैक्टिक्स रहेगा. How David De Gea responds to that, how we play with David under a new manager, और फिर डिसीजन लिया जाना बेटर रहेगा कि we need to replace David or we need to sell Henderson. तो एक सीजन और he could be loaned out if necessary, और फिर डिसीजन लेना बेटर रहेगा.
What about the player linked with him, Sam Johnston?
Just
It's
another
not a new link.
United
So
thing.
Manchester United, it's been going on for years. It's not something new. Whenever they're looking for a goalkeeper, backup goalkeeper, he gets linked to us.
He's not a bad goalkeeper, na. He's decent. He's not that bad. वो I think Watford West Brom के साथ था ना वो. He was with West Brom.
Yeah.
And West Brom went down, so it was a surprise कि उसको किसी ने pick up नहीं किया in Premier League. Premier
We
League
were
में
in
कुछ,
for him.
yeah,
Tom
we
Hitton
were
के
in
लिए,
for
Tom
him.
Hitton से पहले.
Yeah, and और भी clubs थी जिन्होंने जो pick कर सकती थी उसको, but surprisingly no one went for him. He's a decent goalkeeper, but I don't think we need him.
Yeah, I think Tom Hitton can do the job for मतलब one season at least. Or
अगर उसके लिए हम जा रहे हैं, then that can also mean that either Lee Grant is hanging his boots.
yeah.
So
Quite
we need a
possible.
third goalkeeper now. Lee Grant is hanging his boot. He will be the third goalkeeper, and Henderson will be loaned out. So that can possibly be a reason.
Yep, quite possible. So let's get into something different here. So let's get into how United plays, attacks. Can we share the gameplay, please? Let's take a comment first. Poches worked well with the likes of Hugo Lloris and Donnarumma, who are better shot stoppers than sweeper keepers. So unlikely to see him wanting David De Gea and picking Henderson over it. I hope that United don't pick him.
So well, if Poch also comes now, Henderson is also a good shot stopper. He's not a bad at that, and he's also a sweeper keeper, so he can give both if needed. दोनों चीज वो दे सकता है. डेविड टेकिया के साथ वो एक इशू आता है इन सर्टेन सिचुएशंस ही इज नॉट अप टू द मार्क जब लाइन क्लियर करना, जो कि हमने एथलेटिको मैच में एक बार एक्चुअली देखा था. एथलेटिको मैच में ही वेंट एंड क्लियर हिज लाइन. और सबसे बड़ा इशू क्या है ना डेविड टेकिया के साथ, इट इज इन द कॉर्नर्स एंड इन द सेट पीसेस ही डजंट डोमिनेट द बॉक्स. वो एक इशू रहता है, वो अपने लाइन पे खड़ा रहता है एंड a lot of times that creates a mess in front of him.
Jesse Marsh is appointed as the new manager of Leeds. Do you think he can save them from relegation? Whew.
Akash
is stuck.
Okay,
So,
is it visible now?
Yeah. What
now.
do you guys think? Will Leeds stay up with the change of manager?
Yeah, I think so. Jesse Marsh is a very good coach, and he has a similar style to that of Bielsa. So I think he will not take that much amount of time to settle. But still, they are the matlab, fourth most likely to get relegated after the bottom three.
Jesse Marsh was
And
not
one
their,
more addition is that
assistant manager,
Patrick.
Yes, Akash.
Jesse Marsh, I was saying one added bonus to him will be Bamford, Calvin Phillips, and their captain Liam Cooper will be coming back first week next month. So March 10 or 15th is their return date. So that should give them a necessary boost.
I don't want them to go down because they are easy 3 points for us in the league. So I want them to stay so that we can keep taking those 3.6 points out of those 2 games, and then at least 6 points तो हमारा fixed रहेगा हर season का.
Yes.
I would prefer Fat Frank to go down, but
Everton looks unlikely to go down for me. It's one of the possibilities, but unlikely.
Why do we have Neville Shah on pod? किसके बारे में बात कर रहे हो भाई ईशान?
Neville Shah. By Ishan, you want to get married in UK or something, and you want to change your surname or name or something? ऐसा बोल रहे हो क्या? I don't know what Ishan has smoked up. Let's get into our gameplay. So this is how teams attack. Akash, all over to you.
So if you look one thing, matlab how most of the teams which play like City, Liverpool, Chelsea, they get behind the defense. If you look at our fullbacks, you can see matlab there is no sustained pressure. We'll lose the if you look at the red parts, that is where our gameplay breaks down the most. If you look at other teams, they get behind the defense, do a cutback, and that is the most potent source of goals for them. But United, for some reason, Luke Shaw this season is not doing that. We know Telles has a very good cross on him. He rarely beats his man, takes on his man. I know he did against Atletico, but that's not what he does in his has done in the last 14-15 months he has been here. That is not his game. He is very limited in beating his man. If you go to the other side, Wan-Bissaka can beat his man. He has that weird kind of dribble, and which is usually effective, surprisingly effective. But once he gets there, there is limited quality on his ball, his crosses. I don't think he has that quality to put a pinpoint cross onto the strikers, who themselves are not present in the box most of the time. And finally, if you look at Diego Dallo, his crossing has been oddly off. When he came into the team, we were excited that yes, the distribution from right hand side will improve, but that hasn't happened. So I think that is what our fullbacks have to improve if we want to do better. And second thing, if you look at the central areas, Liverpool, if you look at Arsenal and Tottenham, matlab, their players are always there when the play breaks down. Matlab, at least they're there. But in our case, we are not even present in the key areas. Ronaldo, for some reason, keeps uh, dropping deeper. So I think that's a huge concern for us, how we're playing right now. But regardless, chance creation has been awesome. If you look at Bruno, Pogba, Sancho, these guys have been doing awesome. Uh, but again, that is an issue of finishing, which is letting us down.
So I think one of the biggest
What are
concerns
your
that
thoughts on the
Manchester
fullbacks?
United has.
Hmm.
Thoughts on fullbacks? As I've said time and again, that our fullbacks are, are 1.5s, not ones, not twos, 1.5s, who are slightly not good enough to start, and
Mhm.
not bad enough to not won't say bad enough, but to be second choice quality. They're proper
Yeah,
1.5s who would start in probably a slightly
kind
lower
of like
ranked
Rashford, right?
team. It depends now. Rashford for this season has been poor. He doesn't warrant a
Mhm.
starting 11 slot for me. Last 2 seasons, he has given numbers. He has scored more than 20 goals each. So that's starting 11 quality. I want really Rashford is really not a good example. Any other example?
More,
Probably
more
like
like
Dean
Fred.
Henderson.
More like Fred, you
Fred.
can say. Again, not a starting
I
quality, but
disagree.
he's a good squad player. He's a very, very good squad player. उसको use किया जा सकता है. But he's again not a
Yeah,
starting quality for me.
from that perspective,
तो
yes. But we don't have any
yeah,
option like fullback position.
हाँ,
Yeah,
या अभी वही है. तो हमारे पास जो फुल बैक्स है लाइक डिएगो डालो, ही कैन बी ए गुड स्क्वाड प्लेयर. जब जरूरत पड़े तो वो खेल सकता है, बट ही कैन नॉट बी द नंबर वन. अगर
you look at
अगर
Aaron. You look
So
at
we
Aaron
will look at
Cresswell.
you.
Trippier has
No, we
recently.
will look at you. Akash bhai, doppelganger hai Neville Shah ka. We have no fucking clue who is Neville Shah, by the way. Thank you so much for your comment, Ishan.
Shame.
I thank you so much. uh,
मीत एक
गोइंग
बार
बैक टू हाँ
एक बात
आकाश.
बस देख, जो तू मतलब प्रीमियर लीग में देख, क्रेसवेल हो गया, मैट टारगेट, मैटी कैश, सिटी लिवरपूल के तो छोड़ ही दो, किरन टियरनी, और कौन है, कायरन ट्रिपियर. मतलब हाउ मेनी टाइम्स दिस गाइज गेट बिहाइंड द डिफेंस एंड पुट इन ए क्रॉस और पुट इन ए कटबैक? हाउ मेनी टाइम्स? मतलब वी हार्डली डू दैट.
आकाश आकाश इसका एक एक रीजन ये भी है कि हमारा प्लेइंग स्टाइल जो है ना बहुत स्लो है. वी टेक अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम
बिल्डअप.
टू बिल्ड अप. और जब आप बिल्डअप करने में टाइम लगाते हैं ना, तो आप फ्लैंक्स भी आपको क्लोज हो जाते हैं, मिडिल से भी आपको क्लोज हो जाते हैं, क्योंकि ऑपोजिशन गेट्स इनटू द उनके अपना शेप में आ जाते हैं. सो दैट इज समथिंग दैट वी हैव टू इम्प्रूव वेरी वेरी क्विकली, क्योंकि आप अगर
तो
जल्दी
बिल्डअप
से बिल्डअप नहीं
बिल्डअप स्लो
करेंगे
है.
ना.
आपको नहीं लगता कि बैक से डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ढंग से नहीं आ रहा, इसीलिए मतलब दे कैन नॉट गेट, मतलब इमीडिएटली काउंटर सिचुएशन जब होता है, बैक से
that DM,
डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन इज यूजुअल.
that DM is not the one who is able to distribute the ball, जिसके कारण आपको फास्ट ट्रांजिशन नहीं होता है. आपका DM का पोजीशन जो है, वहां पे आप या तो टॉमिनी को खिला रहे हो या तो फ्रेड को खिला रहे हो. दे आर नॉट गुड एट दैट. वो रनर्स हैं. दे विल रन बिटवीन द लाइंस, और वो लाइन को डिस्ट्रैक्ट करते हैं, प्लेयर्स को डिस्ट्रैक्ट करते हैं, ओपन करते हैं स्पेसेस को. दे आर नॉट द वन हु आर नोन फॉर देयर पासिंग. तो फिर आपके पास जब तक वो बॉल प्लेइंग DM नहीं रहेगा ना, तो आप वो काम नहीं कर सकते, वो ट्रांजिशन क्विकली नहीं कर पाओगे. आप सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट
एग्जैक्टली.
प्लेयर देख लो फॉर ट्रांजिशन इन लिवरपूल, इट इज हेंडरसन, देयर कैप्टन. वो कवर भी करता है व्हेन दे आर आउट ऑफ पोजीशन, अगर उनके प्लेयर्स आउट ऑफ पोजीशन रहते हैं आगे आने का. बट हिज पासिंग डायगोनल पासेस, खासकर अगर आप देख लो, तो बहुत इफेक्टिव है. वो डीप से उठा के डायगोनल पासेस डाल देता है, एंड रॉबर्टसन या ट्रेंट अलेक्जेंडर इज ऑन देयर वे. तो ये एक बहुत इशू है. दूसरा इशू हमारे साथ ये है कि हम इतना ज्यादा पोजीशन रखते हैं ना, कि आप अगर ये देख लो कि इफ वी आर इन द पोजीशन हमारे पास है, तो हम बॉल को साइडवेज ही पास करते रहते हैं. अगर आप साइडवेज पास करते रहोगे ना, तो फुल बैक्स को हमेशा अपने पोजीशन में रखना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि अगर इफ यू लूज द बॉल एट दैट, ही हैज टू कवर बैक. तो वो आगे ट्रैक कैसे कर सकता है इफ यू आर नॉट एबल टू पुट द बॉल्स इनटू द डिफरेंट लेन्स. आपको बॉल आगे
राइट.
थ्राइव करना पड़ेगा, ताकि वहां से 1 टच या 2 टच पासेस आए, एंड देन
वो,
द
हाँ, वो टेम्पो नहीं आ रहा है अपना.
टेम्पो नहीं आ रहा है. एग्जैक्टली द राइट वर्ड इज टेम्पो नहीं आता है वो, तो उसके कारण इशू आ जाता है हमारा। तो हमारा गेम प्ले इतना स्लो हो चुका है ना, सो यू कैन हैव एनीबॉडी, ट्रेंट अलेक्जेंडर आर्नोल्ड और रॉबर्टसन को यहाँ पे खिला दो ना, दे आर नॉट गोइंग टू डू एनीथिंग विद दैट।
Right.
Why are we talking about second-rate fullbacks? They're not
No,
even
I'm
1.5s. So we are coming to the end of the show. Thank you so much for guys for tuning in today. Thank you so much for your comments. Hope you have a very good night. Hope in the next upcoming match against Manchester City, we win.
अनुराग अनुराग जो डायगोनल्स है ना, आपके पास 2 ही 3 प्लेयर है जो डायगोनल खेल सकते हैं। वन इज पॉल पोग्बा, he puts the ball diagonally. एक आपके पास तो सैंचो है, he does that sometimes. बाकी आपके पास प्लेयर कौन है जो डायगोनल बॉल खेलता है? Who is there?
Rashford
Sometimes
करता था लास्ट सीजन।
लास्ट सीजन करता था, इस सीजन नहीं कर रहा। समटाइम्स ब्रूनो डज इट, बट वो इंस्टिंक्टली स्विच नहीं कोई करता है ना। दैट इज समथिंग दैट ओनली पॉग्बा ब्रिंग्स टू द टेबल, कि उसके पास बॉल
And
आता है,
Maguire
Even
करता
Matic
है।
was good. Even Matic was good in his distribution last game.
तो मैटिक इज अ प्रॉपर डीएम ना, प्रॉपर डीएम इज गोइंग टू बी गुड इन डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन। उसके साथ इशू ये नहीं है कि ही इज नॉट गुड एट व्हाट ही डज, इसका इशू है कि ही हैज लॉस्ट हिज लेग्स, उसका एज हो गया है, दैट्स हिज इशू। एट प्राइम मैटिक वाज ब्रिलियंट।
All right, all right. Thank you so much for commenting, Anurag. So, guys, thank you so much again for tuning in. If you want to be here, let us know through our socials. Hope to see you soon tomorrow. Have a good night.